Hey and welcome back to a brand new video and the first of 2023. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope you all had an amazing holiday festive period and got lots of chill time, because I definitely did. I'm really excited to be back with some new content because, as I guess a lot of us are at the moment, kind of going through that period of what do we want to improve in our lives, what do we want to, where do we want to put our focus for 2023, and it's really making me think about how I want to do my content going forward, how I want to, shop going forward, or save money, or um, practice a bit more of a minimal lifestyle. These kinds of things are kind of my where I'm putting my focus this year. So I'm really excited to start off my content with that kind of influence going forward. If you can't tell, I spent basically New Year's Day rearranging my room. So I've kind of moved my wardrobes. I've got this massive mirror behind me, which I'm super excited to have for like outfit selfies, and yeah, it's going to be fun. So a little bit of a different layout. I'm probably going to experiment with where I film my videos in this room for a little while till I find my sweet spot. But I'm kind of liking it. I like that you can see my wardrobe, and yeah, love the mirror as well. It's absolutely massive and probably should be smaller for this room. Anyway, today's video, I am talking through my best and worst purchases of 2022. I did attempt to do a kind of low buy 12 item a year kind of thing. So it was like a one item a month. And if you've watched some of my previous kind of videos on that, I think I did maybe one every couple of months. I like shared my purchases. Basically, it didn't always go to plan. I think from about May onwards, things just went a little bit crazy, a little bit spendy. But I definitely got some really great pieces in my wardrobe this year, and I wanted to share my best because I do have more of the like best purchases category. There's not too many in the worst purchases category. There's just four pieces, and you'll have already heard me talking about these ones as well in past videos. But just kind of wanted to do like a little recap of like how those purchases are doing if you haven't actually seen them yet in any other content. Yeah, let's get straight into it. Let's start with the best. So let's start on a high note. So probably my cheapest purchase this year, and one of my best, and I wear it all the time, is this pair of washed black jeans from Asda. I got them on Vinted, secondhand. I think they cost me like £2 or £3. The postage was maybe like 4 or 5, but they're just a lovely cropped, slightly cropped, straight fit. They have a raw hem, which I don't mind. I do kind of prefer like a finished hem, but I don't mind a raw hem. Excuse me, my voice keeps going in and out. Kind of had like a cough, or kind of like a head cold since the start of December, so bear with me. My voice is not back yet, but I just love this kind of wash black look as well. They fit really nice. They do have a good amount of stretch in them as well, which I think makes them extra comfortable, and I just wear them like probably twice a week since I got them, and I keep getting compliments on them as well, and like Asda secondhand £2. The next one of my best purchases is actually my very last purchase of 2022. And the reason I think it's the best is because I just know it's going to be amazing for my wardrobe. So I bought these trainers on Vinted. They cost me £9 plus delivery. They're originally from Zara. But when I was home in Ireland over Christmas or just before, I didn't bring any other shoes. I bought one pair of boots, which you'll also see soon. And I was staying with my sister, and I was like, I just need some trainers. I just need to like run out to the shop. And I threw on a pair of beige trainers, and I was like, oh, I think I need a pair of beige trainers in my life, because the only trainers I have are my black Nikes that my sister got me a good few years ago for Christmas. And they're just like my gym shoes. Like, they're nothing special. They're just black with a white sole. And then I do also have these trainers that I love from Vivea, but I think they're really cool, and I do wear these tons, as you can see from the sole. I don't know why I'm holding it like this, but I just wanted something different, like similar kind of color vibes, but maybe more beige, less white. So I didn't really go more beige. Well, I went more beige, but I went more black and beige, and I just think this color trainer is going to stay cleaner for a lot longer. I just think they look so cool. I think they're going to go with pretty much my whole wardrobe. Even Andrew was like, yeah, they're very you. They're very good for your colours in your wardrobe. And they're really comfortable as well. I wore them to work yesterday. Did like 11,500 steps in them, and they didn't like rub or anything yet, or they probably won't. So really chuffed with these. I just see myself wearing these a lot this year and next year and the year after that. I'm not sure what month I bought this in, but this is, if I had to pick anything, This would be like top three, I think. This is my mother of pearl collab with John Lewis cardigan. I'm gonna have to lean back and show you because it's just so huge. It's this massive like check cardigan. It has these lovely pearl buttons on it. You probably have seen it a bunch of times. I'm always wearing it on my Instagram stories anyway. But I just love this. I got it on Vinted. I think it was £20. Um, yeah, adore it because it's just so chunky and cozy. And I kind of wore it all through summer as like a jacket. So it was really handy for throwing over like t-shirt and jeans. If I knew like it's hot outside, but I knew once I got to work, it would be a bit chillier in the office, aircon and such. And I'm still wearing it now for like a roll neck and jeans, boots. It's a really good look. I wore it the other day. Yeah, I just love it. I think it's cotton as well, so it's even though I've worn it like every week since I got it, it hasn't bobbled much, if at all. The only thing is like the cuffs are cream, so they do get quite grubby, and I just continuously have to wash it. Um, but yeah, I think that's the only. If they were maybe a black cuff, it'd be a lot easier to wear. But yeah, other than that, I absolutely love this piece. I love mother of pearl anyway, like you know, and if you don't, you do. But I just love like they do even in their own collections these really amazing like chunky oversized knitwear with those really nice little like mother of pearl signature details. And to get this for like 20 quid, even though it was a collab piece, it's still very much them. So yeah, love that. And if someone tried to take this off me, I'd be really sad. I've also been kind of stalking another one of it on Vinted, just in case maybe if this wears out, I might need another one in the future. I just don't want to live without it, basically. Speaking of that, I want to touch on one of my worst purchases so far this year. But I want to say it's not necessarily that it's a bad piece. Um, I just haven't worn it a lot yet. But I'm fingers crossed when it comes to like spring and summer, it'll get its moment. And that is this mother of pearl striped long sleeve top. The only like it's amazing. It's just a basic stripy top. I have worn it a couple of times with like leggings and jumper over, but I don't find myself reaching for it that much. And to say that full price, this is £95. I did have a £50 voucher to spend, so I only spent 45. But if I had spent 95, I would be like, what am I doing? I didn't even wear it. But yeah, so I'm really holding out for next year. I think I just bought this at the wrong time this year. So this will be still pretty new by the time it comes to summer, and I can wear it with just jeans and trainers or jeans and some nice heels if I want to like dress it up or something. But yeah, I do still love this piece. Don't get me wrong. And like I said, I love Mother of Pearl, which is why I wanted to put this on the back of the last piece. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong with the piece. It's just the time of year, and I think it is kind of a new style for me. It's quite like I don't have a lot of long sleeve tops. I thought that was a gap I needed to fill, and maybe it isn't. Maybe again it needs to be like a different season. I'm more like loads of knitwear and jumpers that I don't, that, you know, are warmer or versus like a t-shirt that I can like layer on top of easier. So I don't really have any cardigans that go over this. So that just makes it a bit difficult to style in winter, but I have high hopes. So the only reason it's in the worst category is just this year it wasn't a great idea to buy it. Okay, so I want to compare that to another of my worst purchases and why that one is not about the piece, it's more about the timing. This one, it's about the piece, and it's another stripy top. I bought this stripy mango jumper on Vinted, I think maybe like April, May. I can't remember. It was a while ago. Maybe even like end of summer, beginning of autumn, maybe. Really nice jumper. Love it. I loved the kind of burnt orangey brown stripe. I thought that was a really cool take on like a typical like Breton stripe. That's usually like navy or black. But when I got it, I didn't realize from the pictures, I didn't see pictures of it on. It's more like a 3/4 sleeve. Like they're really short and narrow. And I just hate that about it. I hate it. I can't wear jumpers that don't, do this. I can't wear something that just ends there. If I want to roll up my sleeve, that's my choice. But I wore it like once or twice. I probably forced myself to wear it. But yeah, I cannot wear a sleeve that's like this long and this snug. Like, is this a child's cuff? Like, anyway, So I think maybe it shrunk with the previous owner or something like that. Like it's such a lovely knit. I feel like it maybe again is cotton. Like it's hasn't bobbled or anything. Like it's in really really good condition. So I'm just going to resell this. I love the detail on the side, like this kind of split hem, the little ties. Again, really nice detail. It's just not for me. I think maybe for like, to be honest, maybe my niece would actually get better wear of that because it's kind of hard to resell something that's not the size it says it is. This is more like an extra small slash child if you want a full sleeve, or I could just mention it's 3/4 if someone's into that. But yeah, so again, the piece would be lovely if it was just slightly bigger or maybe hadn't shrunk. Let's go back to some of the best. Okay, so we've done a lot of knitwear, so let me show you more shoes. I'm going to mention these Jimmy Choo flats that I've mentioned in quite a few videos, I think, at this stage. I got these on Vinted for £50, brand new in the box, never worn, which kind of puts it in the best category already. But they also are really easy to style, and I really love that about them. And they're quite a nice detail in my wardrobe as well. They're just like a little bit cooler than just like a plain black flat, which I don't even have a pair of black flats, so this is them. The only thing I will say is I haven't had tons of wear out of them yet because I kind of bought them coming into winter and it's just been too cold to have like my bare feet out. But yeah, and then I've worn them a couple of times over short periods of time and they have been totally fine to wear. But then one day I wore them to work for the whole day and they did kind of rub me. I was in a bit of a rush that day, like running around. So I do think they require still a little bit of breaking in, but they're still going on my best list because of the price. It was like, I don't know, like 20% of the original price or something, maybe even less. Um, the price and just, I mean, I like having some designer pieces. It just makes me feel a little bit more like luxe. And I do want my wardrobe to feel a little bit more elevated. So when I'm wearing my Asda jeans and my secondhand jumpers, it's nice to have a pair of shoes like this to pop on with them. Okay, I've got one accessory. I don't really buy a lot of accessories, to be honest. But it is my acne scarf. And I bought this in February when I was still on my one item a month um, bandwagon. And this was it. This was my purchase. And I'm so glad I bought it because I literally wear it every single day. I've worn it every day of winter, unless I've. No, I'm pretty sure I don't forget my scarf anymore because I'm just so used to grabbing it. It goes with everything. It's a great colour for my wardrobe. It goes really nicely with my cream coat. And yeah, I never used to think that I wanted to spend a lot of money on a scarf, and I would never buy a really plain, boring, neutral scarf either. Not for like the price of an acne scarf for sure. But then it just made sense once I did it. I was like, of course I would spend more money on a plain neutral scarf that goes with absolutely everything in my wardrobe than something that's a bit more like printed or textured or fun that isn't going to go with everything. So even though it's like kind of the most boring piece, I love it. And I just love the colour of it, love the tone of it. Yeah, this has been a lifesaver for me this winter. So I kind of wore it like at the start of the year, like Feb, March, a little bit of April maybe, and then it's come back around and I was very excited to get it back out. Speaking of coats, I do have two coats to mention as my best purchases this year. Um, the first one is my cream wool coat and I'm not going to try and hold it up because I just won't be able to. So I'll put a picture here or a video of me trying it on. But yeah, I've worn this coat probably like 5 out of 7 days a week for the last 3 months anyway. Definitely since it got cold enough to wear it. So excited to finally get this out. It just looks so chic. I think a cream or like a white or even like an oatmeal kind of coloured coat is just such a chic piece to add to your wardrobe. And it, to me anyway, it just kind of elevates all my more basic outfits. So I could wear this and some leggings even and some trainers and I put that coat on and I just feel put together. I feel like sometimes I'll throw it over like loungewear if I just have a really kind of shitty lazy day outfit but I want to pop out to run errands. I put that coat on, put my acne scarf on, maybe my shades if it's a sunny day, and I feel like totally put together. So that coat has kind of changed my winter wardrobe for me. Before it was, and I had a navy coat. I loved my navy coat, but it was quite dark and it didn't really add that chicness that I've been after, and I have that now. And I think when it comes to the end of this winter, I'm just going to have to go and get it cleaned really well because there is a few marks on it, obviously due to the colour, but amazing coat, and I'm so glad I got that. And then the other coat I want to mention is this one here as well. It's this like pinky, like I want to call it rose brown because I feel like that's like the trending term for this colour at the moment. And it wasn't a colour I realised I needed in my wardrobe until I had it in my wardrobe, and I was like, I think this is my new colour. I picked this up in a charity shop for a festival I was going to at the end of September. My husband picked it out and he's like, you should get this coat, it's really nice, it really suit you. And I tried it on and I was like, oh my god, this colour really suits me. It's not really one that I've worn a lot before, but I do quite like pinks, but I struggle sometimes to find like the perfect pink for me. I think this could be it. And it really leans more into neutral territory. I think that's why I love it so much. It's so cozy. It's a couple of sizes bigger than my actual size, which makes the fit just so much better. It's bigger, cozier. It's my more casual coat. So on the days I'm not wearing my cream coat, I'm wearing my pink teddy coat. And they're literally the two coats I've worn all winter. Even that long camel brown cashmere coat, if you remember it. Haven't worn it that much because those two coats just fill every need this winter for me. So I've got my dressy one, got my casual one. They're like the best additions to my winter wardrobe that I could have asked for. Okay, another recent purchase that you won't have seen because this is kind of all accumulated in like December. So I got influenced to buy these boots, and I love them. They are from Phase 8. They, to be honest, when I was buying them, I wasn't really thinking. I just thought they're lovely and I really like them. And I feel like I've gotten out of the mindset of thinking about whether something's leather or like real leather or not. And I bought them and then I was wearing them and then I was like, oh my god, these are real leather. And I just didn't really think about it. And I think as a vegetarian, that I don't know why that slipped my mind because I do try not to buy new real leather. If I buy it, I'll buy it secondhand. But so just putting that out there, if you're a vegetarian and you don't wear real leather or vegan, yeah, you're not going to want these boots. But they are a really great fit. I really love them. The heel is really low. Well, quite low, but not too low that it looks weird. So if you don't like a kitten heel, this is still a nice heel height. And then they fit really nice on the leg as well. It's kind of like they're slouchy. So even though sometimes I struggle to find kind of a knee-high boot that fits nicely on my calf because I don't really have calf muscles. They just forgot to grow. So I normally look like my legs just either they can't hold up a boot or they just look a bit too spindly in a boot like this. But these just fit really nicely and I love them. These are the boots that I wore home to Ireland for the weekend. They're the only shoes I brought. So I wore them all the way through the airport, on my flight, getting home to Ireland, wore them for like family Christmas dinner day. It wasn't technically Christmas, but it was like the week before. Wore them back from home to the airport, back home here. And my feet weren't sore. The boots were so comfortable, nothing rubbed. I was pretty sold by then. So that is why, again, I think these are one of the best purchases I made this year. Because I think, like, I hate to say it, but it's a real leather, obviously, compared to a plastic leather, it's going to last a lot longer. It's going to be, tends to be better quality, unless, of course, it's a really high quality vegan leather, which again is still plastic. So it begs the question, do you choose plastic and the less sustainable option, or do you choose leather and the less ethical option? But I think, again, it's just like, if you're going to buy something, just make sure you're going to wear it loads and make it worth it, whatever your decision. So the next worst purchase I wanted to mention is one that I have resold. And it is a waistcoat and trousers. And this is something that I was just trying out and I wanted to try a different style in my wardrobe. But I think once I tried it on, I realized it was way too kind of like masculine for me, kind of like that slightly androgynous style. And it's just not me at all because I kind of want to bring more femininity into my style. So once I went down this route, I was like, no, I loved it and it fit really well and it looked really cool, but it just wasn't for me. So I just resold it. So the only reason that it was kind of a worse purchase is because it just didn't work for my style. But I tried it. I don't think I lost any money on it. I think I probably resold it for whatever I paid for it, which wasn't a lot anyway. But yeah, it was fun to experiment, but I know now stuff like that just does not suit me. And I want to mention one more worst purchase. I don't know if it's a worst purchase or just worst shopping idea. So basically I bought this dress from Mango, you might remember it. It was a brown ruched dress, had this like asymmetric neckline. long sleeve. I loved it. I think I bought it in like April, maybe May or June actually. I think I spent 70 quid on it and I was like, how often am I really going to get to wear this dress? It's like, a kind of not dressy, but kind of. And so I returned it and I've been thinking about it ever since. And I've been searching on Vinted for it and I can't find it. And I had considered getting it in the sales and it was like 35 quid. And I think I was just trying not to shop at the time and I didn't buy it. And so my worst decision was returning it because I still think about it on probably a weekly basis and I'm still searching. And I think it was just so chic and that is like the style direction that I want. Um, yeah, I still want it. I'm not going to stop looking for it, but I'm just putting that out there. That was probably one of the worst shopping decisions to return it this year. And finally, I have one last piece to mention, and this was an item that I got with a voucher that I got for my birthday, so I didn't technically buy it. It was a gift for my birthday, not from the brand, but so it's this Cezanne jumper. What are they called? So it's a Cezanne Gaspard jumper. Basically, the great thing about this, the reason I'm calling it a jumper is because one way it's a jumper and the other way it's a cardigan. And I think that in itself deserves, to get into the top spot of best buys because it's the most versatile thing I've bought. I can wear it as a cardigan, I can wear it as a jumper. And to be honest, I think I wanted it more as a jumper because I had been looking at other jumpers at the time and it was between this and something else. And then someone else had just said like, oh, I have this, and like another past styling client was like, I have that jumper and I read for it all the time. It's great. I think you should get it. We have similar styles, so it's like, okay, I think I'll go for this one. And it turns out I wear it more as a cardigan. So this is really handy just over t-shirt and jeans, tank top and jeans in summer. Even though it is like wool, it was warm, but it wasn't too warm. So yeah, and now over like roll neck and jeans or something when it kind of got to autumn winter. Yeah, I just love it and I love the colour of it as well. And I would definitely have more of these. I just think £100 for a jumper or 100, I don't know, it was £100 or €100, but it's just a little bit on the higher side for me. So maybe for my next birthday, if I get another voucher, we shall see. But yeah, absolutely love that. And you know what? The best thing about all these best purchases is that so many of them go together. Obviously, my long boots and straight leg jeans don't go together, but that does excite me because I get to bring back skinny jeans a little bit more, but make them look a bit cooler with my long boots. So that's nice. I think when I wore them that weekend, I wore them like blue skinny jeans and kind of like a loose shirt, and it was really fun. Or I'd wear it with like skinny jeans and a big jumper. Skinny jeans are not gone. Don't let anyone tell you differently if you love your skinny jeans. I kind of just tend to bring them out in autumn and winter, but yeah, most of the rest of the things go together. Those jeans go with a lot of the cardigans and the jumpers, a scarf, and then the coats, and they're just like a little mini capsule wardrobe right there. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed listening to me ramble about my best and worst outfits not outfits, best and that could be an idea though. If you want to, let me know if you want a best and worst outfits of 2022. I could try find some pictures and share them and talk through them. Let me know in the comments. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed me talking about my best and worst purchases. I will be bringing out a video very soon of how I plan my purchases for 2023. Like, what is my thing this year? Is it a no buy? Is it a low buy? Is it a one item a month? Who knows? Well, I kind of know. I'll figure it out when I film this video. But you'll find out very soon. So I hope you stick around for that. If you enjoy these kinds of videos and maybe you want to see more capsule wardrobe videos or styling videos, versatile styling, how do you wear one piece in more than a million ways you can kind of make the most of your wardrobe. Or if you just want to see me go from like a bit of a shopaholic to a bit of a minimalist. I really want to get to minimalist status this year. So if you want to see that, then definitely subscribe, stick around, hit that like button, say hi in the comments. I love chatting to you guys. Thank you so much for all your comments on my previous video as well. That was really sweet. I'm glad that it resonated with a lot of you, and I'm glad that my video helped as well. I'll talk to you all really soon in the next one, and I hope you have a great day, evening, or whenever you're watching this. Bye. Also, just to let you know, I'm going to be hosting an online styling workshop with Open Wardrobe to teach you how to put together a capsule wardrobe for absolute beginners. So if building a capsule wardrobe is on your 2023 to-do list, then definitely check out the link in my description box to Eventbrite where you can get your ticket for the event. It's on January 15th, which is next Sunday if you're watching this when this video goes live. So whether you're looking to figure out how to put together a capsule wardrobe, what exactly is a capsule wardrobe, and how you can build one for yourself that will support your lifestyle and support your own personal style, be sure to join me on January 15th, and I'll see you all very soon.